So there was a short time lapse to start off my review of the Resistance Troop Battle Pack, which was one of the main ones from 2016, and it is set number 75131, ages 6 to 12, and it comes with 112 pieces, which means that it hits the 10 parts per piece quite nicely, and it goes over it, especially since you can now buy it for around £10. So, I meant to say 10 pence per piece. So, very good looking battle pack. Comes with 3 resistance soldiers and a resistance officer, and they're 4 really good minifigures. You see they have blue studs for the stud shooters instead of red ones to show that they're good guys, I suppose. And I like that, it goes quite nicely. I don't like the back of the guns, but I'll talk more about that in the battle pack or in the minifigures section. And the build itself is quite nice. So first let's take a look at the minifigures, as they're of course the main section of the set. So here they are, all lined up with their weapons. As you can see, they each share the same helmet, the soldiers at least. The visor part lifts up to show a nice yellow, transparent yellow visor piece, which is slightly indented from the helmet, and it looks really nice. I'm not sure why the jaw part lifts up, but it certainly looks good. This guy, these two have very normal, regular faces, and this guy here seems to have a moustache, so maybe he's in charge of those 3. But the main officer is this guy here on the end. He carries a shorter gun with no back piece, and he has officer's stripes. They all have sort of darkish tan colours, and they all share the same grey trousers except for the officer, who has brown trousers. And all 3 of them have sort of waistcoats which have heavy duty straps and things. Looks like they have enough space to carry some grenades and extra ammo, that sort of thing. If you need ammo in Star Wars, I don't know. The guy in the middle, or the third one along, has slightly darker straps. And now if we turn them around, you can see they look quite good. The officer is quite plain, whereas the others just continue the straps round, which looks good. They're not particularly exciting minifigures, but the helmets make nice additions. Obviously none of them have alternate faces, but the officer on the left has a nice hairpiece, and none of them have angry clone faces, which is a step up. The officer also has the comms thing, mic, so that's good for him if he needs to get orders and that sort of thing. As you can see, the 3 soldiers on the right have the tap pieces, or whatever they're called, on the back, just to make the guns look a bit more like rifles. Shame they couldn't use the old-fashioned version, because they looked a lot better, or maybe use something like what the Boba Fett from the Slave One uses. But that's alright, it just goes a bit awkwardly onto the minifigure, that's all. So you might want to replace them with just regular blasters if you have any spares. So that concludes it for the minifigures, a good selection, and it's nice to see some very similar ones, but they're not all the same, and they're not all different, so that's a great feature to the set. So now we'll take a look at the main build of it. So here we have the main assembly of the battle pack. It's quite a simple craft, nothing particularly interesting, but it looks nice. It's a shorter speeder than the Rebel Alliance one, which I like because I don't like those really long ones because they take up a lot of space. And this one just looks a bit better in my opinion. The boosters on the back are nice, and there's a good level of detail and a bit of greebling around it. Nothing too amazing. Obviously it's a battle pack, so it's not like a proper set. It's built up of about 110 pieces, and it has the main feature of a large turret on the top here, which can come up and down and spin around, and obviously it's a stud shooter, so it fires that blue stud off there. And that's really it. You can have space to set a minifigure in the middle. I would suggest maybe putting the officer in like this, and then he just sits there. I think you have to bring his hands up, but yeah, he can go there. And overall, it's a nice looking build. It's probably my favourite from this set of battle packs. So in terms of the build itself, I'll discuss whether I liked it more than the others in a minute. But that's all for the craft itself. So let's get into some final thoughts. So this has been my review of the Resistance Troop Battle Pack, and I have to say it is a really good one. I would rank it around number 2 after the First Order one, and before the Galactic Empire, and then the Rebel Alliance one, which I'll be reviewing in a while. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I have to say it's a really good set, and the minifigures We have the right number of each one, and they're varied enough to be part of the resistance. And the actual build itself doesn't leave much to be desired as a battle pack build. Here's the instruction manual, just average. I think it's about 35 pages long, so it's decent. So in general, this is just a really good set. I would really recommend buying it, and you can get it for only about £8 or so now, or maybe $10, so definitely worth getting if you can. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.